Hello, just to let you know that the episode on 10 rounds of Ronaldo is out now for all of you super listeners to listen to on Patreon. Also, in the new year, there is going to be more episodes than ever. And one of the things which I wanted to try is a weekly football roundup. And almost every week, I will round up some of the highlights, facts and stats of the past 7 days of football. Here is a trial run of it. If you like it, please let me know. And from January, we'll do it pretty much every week. Well, every week which the Premier League's on anyway. Ask an adult to send an email to footballforkidspodcast@gmail.com. Vote on the poll if you listen on Spotify, or leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and let me know what you think. Also, let me know of any other ideas which you have which could work well for Football for Kids. Not just players and leagues and teams and managers, other stuff like football jobs, football fans, football roundups and everything else in between. And lastly, before we get into the first of the weekly roundups, thank you so much to everyone who has listened to the first part of my new podcast, Billions. Part 2 of the Muhammad Ali story will be out before Christmas. And in the new year, there will be a new episode almost every single week. So please do let me know of which people you want me to cover in Billions. It could be anyone except for footballers, because we do that on this podcast. Welcome to the Football for Kids podcast with me, Darren Rees. This is the weekly football roundup, recorded on Saturday the 9th of December. Let's kick things off in the Premier League, shall we? As a bit of history was made on Saturday the 9th of December, as Bournemouth beat Manchester United 3-0 at Old Trafford. Not only was this an enormous result for Bournemouth and stuck them 10 points clear of the relegation zone, but it was the first time that they have beaten Manchester United at Old Trafford. Well done to the Cherries, and I'm sure there are some very, very happy Bournemouth fans out there. If you're one of them, let me know. Another big result this week was the Toffees, Everton, as they stunned Newcastle at Goodison, beating them 3-0. Everton have got some fight in them, as they were deducted 10 points for something pretty boring to do with spending money. It was a great result for Everton, as last time they played Newcastle at home, they got beaten 4-1. Aston Villa, they're on fire. Villa have now won 15 Premier League home games on the bounce. And if they continue, they may beat the record, which is Liverpool's record, which is 24 home wins in a row. We'll have to keep our eyes on Villa to see if they can do it. One last Premier League talking point before we move on is how well Luton did against Arsenal. They nearly held the Gunners to a draw and were playing fantastically until Declan Rice scored in the last seconds of the game at 97 minutes to nip the 3 points. It was gutting stuff for Luton fans, but beyond exciting for you Arsenal supporters. Over in Serie A, the Italian top division, Inter Milan are on fire, and they are having one of the most successful starts to the season in years. They've only lost 1 game, drawn 2 and won 12. Inter Milan's Lautaro Martinez is also top of the goal-scoring table in Serie A as well, with 14 incredible goals. We're going to have to do an episode on him in a not-so-distant future. Over in the German Bundesliga, The Three Lions striker and captain Harry Kane is smashing it as he tops the goal-scoring table in German football this season, and Bayern Munich were on track for an invincible season as they had only drawn 2 and won every other game which they had played so far, until they played 7th place Frankfurt, who smashed them on Saturday 5-1. However, Bayer Leverkusen are top of the table as they've won 11, drawn 2, and they haven't lost a single game so far. If things continue like this, there could be a proper title race to the top. Bayern Munich have won the league for the past 11 years, and I'm sure there are German football fans who would love to see someone else win it. So, from Germany to Spain, would you Adam and Eve it? Real Madrid are dominating the La Liga, and they've only lost once so far this season to their rivals Atletico Madrid. Can you guess who is smashing it out there in the Spanish sunshine? Yep, you probably got it right. It was Jude Bellingham. He is on fire for Real Madrid and is the La Liga's top scorer with 12 unbelievable goals. From sunny Spain back to the UK and to Scotland, Celtic are dominating the Scottish Premiership at the moment as they are top of the table, losing no games and drawing only 4. They have also already registered a win away to their bitter rivals Rangers, beating them 1-0 at the Ibrox. In the Women's Super League, Chelsea are unstoppable. They've not lost a single game this season. Arsenal aren't far behind them though, as they've only lost 1 game. Khadija Shaw, who plays for Manchester City, and Lauren James, who plays for Chelsea, are joint top of the goal-scoring table with 6 goals each. In other news, the fixtures for the Euro 2024 have been released, and there are some cracking groups and games to look forward to. England share a group with Slovenia, Serbia and Denmark. Scotland share a group with Germany, Hungary and Switzerland. And Spain, they share a group with Croatia, Italy and Albania. Now that is quite some group. Euro 2024 is something for us all to look forward to, and it starts on the 14th of June and runs for a whole month of football, where the final will be played on the 14th of July. The tournament is being held in Germany, and get this, I'm going to be there for a few days, and I can hardly wait. But don't you worry, I'll let you know what it's like. That brings the first episode of the Football Roundup to an end. Please do let me know if you want one of these almost every single week in the new year. And please let me know what you would like there to be covered in these episodes. So remember, if you know someone who loves football just as much as you do, then please tell them about Football for Kids. And whether you're playing football soon, watching it on the telly or pitchside, I hope that you enjoy the game. See you next time.